Shalom, family. So today we're going to be talking about the Father and the Son true name. It's so important to know the Father and the Son true name because there's a lot of things that's about to come upon this earth that you need to be calling on the Father and the Son true name. So, and we're going to start off in John chapter 5, verse 43. I have come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another come in his own name, him you will receive. So the Messiah gave us a clue that it's going to be another that come in his own name, and him you will receive. But he said, I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. So in order to know what the Son name is, you have to figure out what the Father's name is. So in Exodus chapter 3, verse 13, our Father gave us his name. So let's read it. Moses said unto Elohim, if I go to the people of Yasharel and say to them, the Elohim of your fathers has sent me to you, and they ask me, what is his name? What should I say to them? Elohim said to Moses, I am who I am. Say this to the children of Yasharel. I am has sent me to you. Elohim also said to Moses, say to the children of Yasharel, Yahuah, the Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my name to remember for all. This is my name forever to remember for all generations. So before they moved our Father's name from Scripture and changed it to Lord and God, it looked like this in Paleo Hebrew. This is how our Father name looked it, and this is how our Messiah name looked it. Now, in the King James Version and all the other translations, you will see Lord and God, but in the King James 16:11, you will still, his name is actually in the King James Version 16:11 in Genesis 22, chapter 22, verse 14. So the Father's name and the Son name was removed from scriptures due to the ineffable name doctrine. Their excuse why our Father and the Son's true names had to be removed because it says that Yahuwah name is so sacred that it is not permitted to be spoken or uttered. That's what their excuse was. But the Father did not want his name to be profaned. Let's read about it in the next slide. Alright, so in Ezekiel 36 verses 20 through 23, it said, and when they entered unto the heathens, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, these are the people of Yahuwah, and are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Yasharel had profaned among the heathens, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Yasharel, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, I do not do this for your sakes, O house of Yasharel, but for my holy name's sake, which you have profaned among the heathens, whither you went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathens, which you have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathens shall know that I am Yahuwah, says Adonai Yahuwah, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. So in this verse, our Father was telling us, like, y'all have profaned my name. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my holy name to be profane like that. So they took it out. He allowed them to take his name out. Because if you look around and you pay attention, the name Jesus is profane and used as curse words. A lot of people use it as curse words. Like they be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what they be saying. You know how they go. So in Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 27, our Father told you what they changed his name to, and they took it out. You just gotta pay attention. He told you plain as day. So let's read it. which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. So let's look at what Lord mean. Hold on. All right, y'all. So I had Google what Lord mean. So it said yes, the word Baal in Hebrew, Baal means Lord or owner in the Semitic languages, and was used as a title for deities in the Levant. All right. So he just told y'all what they changed his name to. They took it out and they switched it. The word Baal means Lord. All right. So in Acts chapter 26, verses 14 through 15, and when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Is it hard for you to kick against the pricks? And I said, who are you, Adonai? And he said, I am Yahusha, whom you prosecute. So he's telling you, he spoke in the Hebrew tongue, which means our Messiah was Hebrew. Okay? Hebrew. The name of our Messiah should never be transliterated at all. Let me show you the difference. Yahusha in Hebrew, Yahusha in Greek, Yahusha in Latin, Yahusha in English. The Messiah name should never be translated. Jesus in Hebrew is nothing. He was, you know what I'm saying? If his name was in Hebrew, if he was a Hebrew, he spoke Hebrew, so they should have a transliteration over here. In Greek, Iesus. In Latin, Iesu, whatever they say. In English, you know, Jesus, what they gave us and taught us. All right. So let's do a background on the name Jesus and where that came from. Jesus comes from the Greek name Iesus. In Latin, Iesus is adapted from the name of the Greek goddess of healing, Isis. The daughter of Apollo, the sun deity. The goddess was linked to the Egyptian Isis, who had a son named Isu. During the era of Roman emperors, there were numerous worshippers of Isis. Also, another thing I wanted to point out is this is off topic, off subject, but the cross is also pagan. Our Messiah was not on no cross. He was hung on a tree. Let me prove it to you. Hold on. In Acts chapter 5, verse 30, the Elohim of your fathers raised up Yahusha, whom you slew and hung on a tree. He was hung from a tree. So this should tell y'all everything right there. He was hung from a tree. Go look it up and read it. Also, the letter J is only 500 years old. Our Messiah walked this earth over 2,000 and some years ago. And the letter J was created in 1524, which is exactly 500 years ago. So it's no way possible his name could have started with a J. Alright, so here we have the name of Yahuwah is shown in Paleo Hebrew script, which is the way the name of Yahuwah looked as he wrote his personal name in a stone of tablets at Sinai with his own finger. So this is how he wrote it on the tablets at Mount Sinai when he gave it to Moses. So this is his name. And look what he said in the last days, y'all. He's saying Isaiah chapter 52 verse 6. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day, he's speaking about the last days, that I am he that speaks. Behold, it is I. And he's saying Romans 10, chapter 10, verse 13. For whoever shall call on the name of Yahuwah shall be saved. And that's why it's so important to know the Father and the Son true name. Don't let these people fool y'all. Y'all have a great day. Be blessed. Study to show yourself approved. Look up. Do your research. I love y'all.